Mile-long stretches of decaying, dilapidated buildings paint a clear picture of Detroit's decline. Add to that the daily news of rising unemployment, political corruption, and an historic bankruptcy. You're a Detroit native? Still live there?
Yes.
How do you feel about what's happening all around you in that city? I mean, the headlines are usually not good.
And Detroit has definitely had some difficult times.
Kim is a Motown recording artist. The groundbreaking record label gave birth to Diana Ross and the Supremes, Stevie Wonder, the Jackson 5, and a long list of others whose sound made Detroit famous in the 1950s and 60s. Motown left the Motor City in the 70s, and since then, the exodus has only gotten worse.
We get beat up in the media, quite a bit, but this is a great time for opportunity, in Detroit. The people are invested in the city. They just put a Whole Foods downtown. Whole Foods don't come to town unless there's anticipation of great things going on in the city. And I'm still there. There's lots of love there. And, I expect great things from the city of Detroit, and you should too.
Kim financed his debut album with a credit card. He knows what it means to rise from the ruins. Growing up here in poverty, he became addicted to drugs after high school. I read that the last drink and the last time you took a drug was July 23rd, 1990.
Yes, sir.
So you've been sober more than 20 years.
Right.
Do you ever get tired of talking about that part of your life, being homeless and addicted to drugs?
No, that's our testimony. I'm only as grounded as my testimony, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. When God has done something great in your life, we're supposed to let our light shine and hopefully minister to somebody else who may be going through something, and also to remember where we came from. It's important. My career is really built on my testimony. There's a segment in all of the live performances where, I talk about His grace and mercy in my life, and it's the most important moment of the show. Everything that happens before and everything that happens after is secondary. People need to know that that they're not doing this by themselves, that they don't have to do this by themselves, and that God has a plan for their lives.
Love songs are Kim's signature, and his latest is a tune that's simply called Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus, He's my refuge. Jesus.
I started writing that song probably a decade ago, and I didn't finish it. I believe everything happens, when it's supposed to happen. I didn't finish the song, and when I came back to revisit my Christmas album and add bonus songs to it, it was one that I went back and grabbed, and I'm very, very grateful that I did. And the song is bigger than all of us. It's not about us. It's about carrying forth, the name of Jesus.
It ministered to me immediately, brought me to tears. Did it minister to you in the process?
Oh, absolutely. There were a lot of challenges in making the record. I had the record label on hold. People were very upset with me because I was holding out trying to finish this last song. A lot of times it looked like it wasn't going to be done. I didn't know how it was going to come together. And when I heard it for the first time in its entirety, I cried, and Ron cried.
Kim calls the song timely for his city and his country, and he is happy. The message of Jesus comes from him.
I think that it's important for secular artists who are believers to acknowledge that, not just when we're accepting the Grammy,
Yeah.
But I mean, look, this is real.
Ephraim Graham, CBN News.